The weight of that choice is heavier than any G-force I've ever experienced.
Mission Control, this is Chase. I'm staring at two possible futures for us, for everyone back on Earth. One's painted in rust, a silent, cold expanse. The other is all fire and fury, a world that screams, keep out. Which gamble offers not just survival, but a chance to thrive?
What if humanity had to choose a new world? A monumental decision, perhaps the most significant in our history. Our options? A frozen, dusty desert bathed in radiation, or a runaway greenhouse, a burning hell. Welcome, cosmic voyagers, to a grand thought experiment. Today we're planet shopping. Earth is no longer an option. Our closest neighbors, Mars and Venus, beckon. Mars, the red planet, poster child for colonization, mapped and studied, feels almost attainable. Venus, Earth's evil twin, shrouded in toxic clouds, hot enough to melt lead, dismissed as too extreme. But maybe we've been looking at Venus all wrong. Could its hellish nature hide unique opportunities? To compare, we need a cosmic checklist. Habitat, food, resources, travel, and survival. Mars, the cold desert, versus Venus, the shrouded inferno. Let's dive into the science, the challenges, and the surprising possibilities. The ultimate decision awaits. Which world will shape humanity's next chapter? Let's talk real estate, habitat. On Mars, the thin atmosphere and wild temperature swings mean we'd build underground or in domes, using Martian soil for radiation shielding. Imagine subterranean cities lit by artificial sunlight, or pressurized domes 3D printed from Martian dust. It's tough but familiar engineering. Fight the cold, the radiation, the lack of air. Venus? The surface is a no-go. Crushing pressure, lead-melting heat. But 50 kilometers up, the atmosphere is surprisingly Earth-like manageable temperatures, 1 bar of pressure. Here, floating cloud cities become possible. Airships buoyed by breathable air, drifting above the acid clouds. These habitats would need advanced materials and protection from sulfuric acid, but offer Earth-like conditions and radiation shielding. Mars offers a solid foundation and conventional construction, but Venus's skies promise a temperate, pressurized environment, if we master the tech. The verdict? Mars is easier to start, but Venus could be better to live in long-term. The allure of a temperate, floating city is hard to ignore. Which would you choose, the ground or the clouds? The future may depend on it. Next up, food. How do we feed a colony far from Earth? Mars has water ice, especially at the poles. Melt it, purify it, and you can grow crops in pressurized greenhouses. The soil is toxic, so hydroponics or aeroponics, growing plants without soil, will be key. Dust storms and radiation are constant threats, but the basics are there. Venus? No ground. And the rain is sulfuric acid. Farming happens inside cloud cities using closed-loop hydroponic systems. Water is scarce, but can be synthesized from atmospheric chemicals, powered by abundant solar energy. Once water production is solved, stable temperatures and constant sunlight could make Venusian agriculture highly productive. Mars has accessible water. Venus has potential for efficient large-scale farming, if we master water creation. Both worlds demand innovation, but Venus could offer a more stable growing environment in the long run. Which would you bet your next meal on? The answer might surprise you. Civilization needs resources. What can Mars and Venus offer? Mars, solid ground, rich in iron, sulfur, aluminum, and more. Mining is tough, but familiar. Robots and humans can dig and process materials. Venus? The surface is nearly inaccessible, but radar hints at volcanic minerals. Titanium, aluminum, silicon. Advanced heat-resistant robots could one day mine these riches, but it's a massive engineering leap. Venus's atmosphere is a resource too. Carbon, nitrogen, sulfur. Key for life support, agriculture, and industry. Mars wins for immediate practical mining. Venus holds long-term promise if we master extreme robotics and atmospheric chemistry. Mars for now, Venus for the ambitious future. Which resource strategy would you choose? The answer could shape our destiny. The stakes are cosmic. Travel. How do we get there? Venus is closer with shorter trips and more frequent launch windows, less time in deep space, faster supply runs. But arriving is tough thick. Hot atmosphere makes entry and landing a nightmare even for cloud cities. Mars is farther, but we've landed there before. Its thin atmosphere is tricky but manageable with current tech. More launch windows for Venus, but Mars offers proven landing solutions. For travel, Mars takes a slight edge. Familiar challenges, fewer unknowns. Which journey would you risk? The path to a new world is never easy. Choose wisely. Survival, the ultimate test. Mars' relentless radiation, extreme cold, and low gravity. Habitats need heavy shielding and long-term health effects are unknown. Low gravity could cause muscle and bone loss over generations. Venusian cloud cities, thick atmosphere shields from radiation and gravity is nearly Earth-like, huge for long-term health. But life depends on floating habitats. Any failure could be catastrophic, falling into a toxic, corrosive atmosphere. Mars offers a stable surface but harsh conditions. Venus offers a forgiving environment for the body but higher stakes if things go wrong. Mars is safer to step on, but Venus may be better for thriving if we can keep our cities afloat. Which risk would you take? Slow attrition or sudden disaster? The choice is profound. Our future may hinge on it. Both worlds challenge us in ways we've never faced. The decision is not just about survival, but about what kind of civilization we want to become. The stakes couldn't be higher. Mars offers survival, a straightforward path. Venus offers a chance to thrive, if we dare. What planet would you choose for humanity's next home? The frozen desert or the burning sky? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe for more cosmic dilemmas. Keep looking up.
Mission Control, I've weighed the options. Mars is logical, but Venus calls to our ambition. The challenges are immense, but maybe humanity belongs in the skies, reaching for a future built on air and ingenuity.